Hailey Bieber launched Rhode June of 2022 with a focus on clean, natural ingredients and a minimalist approach to beauty routines. Within less than 2 years in business, this brand has had great marketing wrapped all around it, being one of the driving factors that keeps it thriving. So how did Hailey Bieber build a cult following for Rhode Skin? Well, to answer that, we have to get an understanding of her audience. Growing up in Hollywood with a famous family and famous friends, Hailey became well known and talked about as she grew up. When she stepped into her career as a model, this really solidified her as a fashion inspiration to tweens and young girls. Her audience has grown up with her through the years, and her marriage to Justin Bieber has been talked about among social media and the press, which opens her up to an audience outside of her fan base. This is a key factor in the marketing strategy for the brand. Hailey herself was a brand before the conception of Rhode, along with the understanding of who her audience was with her existing following. Rhode had a very privileged start with Hailey Bieber's existing fan base who would be interested in her new brand. Rhode's core audience demographic ranges from 18 to 34 years old and has an international reach, so keep in mind everything she's doing has to resonate and align with that audience. She clearly wanted to have a brand that's more than just a skincare line. She even opened up on her YouTube channel about the making of Rhode, expressing,
"I want people to step into the world of Rhode and feel included and feel like they can be a part of it, feel like they can afford it, feel like the stuff that I'm using on my skin is the same thing that you can use on your skin."
According to Hailey Bieber, Rhode is selling the world of Rhode, and that is what the audience is buying. They're buying the lifestyle and align or aspire with the world of Rhode. Selling a lifestyle as a brand is not uncommon. As a matter of fact, most brands are selling you on what it means to be a part of their community. Pairing that with a product that consumers like, you're on your way to building a successful lifestyle brand. Now that we've covered the basis of who Rhode Skin customers are and what they're buying, let's get into the product development. Ingredients and packaging were at the forefront of Hailey's mind when building Rhode. The aesthetic packaging was an initial appeal to customers. As a visual selling feature, package design is an important part of the marketing strategy because a package not designed for customers will not lead to sales. Rhode capitalized on the minimalist and clean girl aesthetic to develop a very trendy packaging that aligns with their brand's customers. During the development stage, the Rhode team manages to get samples out to influencers and uses this for testing to get feedback.
We have a group of people that we send things that are in development to test them out and give us their feedback.
This further helps them launch the right products to sell and also get additional exposure from the creators and testers of the products. Customers being a part of your product development journey can give them an emotional connection to your brand. Now, with a solid foundation to build a marketing strategy already laid, this allowed the Rhode team to start connecting the brand to their audience. First step to this is always brand positioning. Rhode's head of brand, Lauren Ratner, explains,
"The best things about Rhode is we created this brand that it is minimalist and disciplined, but it's also like there is freedom in it, and there is like a playful youthfulness to it that allows us to bring in color and do really exciting things."
This dictates how Rhode operates within the market, how they communicate with their customers, and the type of relationships they build with their community. The release of their new trendy lip case is a great example of their brand positioning. With Rhode Skin focusing on selling the world of Rhode, obviously, selling products outside of skincare was inevitable. This viral phone case has all the elements head of brand Lauren explained. It's very youthful, playful, and extremely minimal. This product's a great upsell for customers who already have shopped the lip tint, as well as a great way to sell new customers on both products by cross-selling them. This was a genius way to get customers excited about the brand all over again. Now let's get into the marketing channels. How is Rhode Skin communicating and reaching their audience? They focus on a lot of omni-channel marketing. The channels that they lean into the most are influencer marketing, social media, email marketing, pop-up experiences, press and media, collaborations, and we're gonna go through every single one of them. Starting off with influencer marketing, Rhode's marketing strategy is heavily based around influencer events and partnerships. To stay competitive, this helps the brand stay relevant and creates a sense of community. As we heard earlier,
We have a group of people that we send things that are in development to test them out and give us their feedback.
which means they start the phases of influencer marketing during development, giving them time to nurture that relationship and actually build a relationship with the creator rather than it being just another brand deal. This gives the creator more conviction to talk about the brand, and that authenticity people can see, which can lead to higher conversion. And of course, we can't forget that Hailey is also an influencer for her own brand, as the biggest selling point of her brand, content and marketing materials with her in it, probably performs the best. Now on to social media. From Hailey's personal YouTube to the brand's TikTok, Rhode's engagement is much higher than their competitors. This has a lot to do with their marketing pillars. From scrolling through their Instagram feed, common topics they use are skincare education, lots of lifestyle, user-generated content, and behind the scenes. These pillars work for Rhode Skin mainly because they understand how to communicate these topics with their audience, whether it's through aesthetics, partnerships, or Hailey just popping up on stories. It's also noted that they do post constantly on stories, posts, reels, TikTok, etc. This frequency also keeps them top of mind for customers and allows them to possibly reach new audiences with ads and boosting posts. They also carry over those pillars into their email marketing. Common with many brands, it seems like their homepage email opt-in form is how they're building their list. Now to my favorite, pop-up experiences. I have to say Rhode's marketing is usually very creative, and their Coachella photo booth was no exception. The Rhode photo booth at Coachella gave a free lip tint to anyone who took a picture, and this is a really fun, engaging way to get customers to buy into the brand even more. When a brand has now created a positive memory for a customer, there's an emotional connection being created or strengthened, and really solidifying customers to feel like they're a part of a community, which is the brand. With Hailey commonly speaking about Rhode, like when she spoke at Forbes 30 Under 30, what she's actually doing is additional press and coverage for the brand. To her advantage, these media outlets are the biggest in the industry and have massive reach. This gives Rhode Skin additional brand awareness and brand recognition. Lastly, we have collaborations. With launches like their strawberry glaze where they collaborated with Krispy Kreme, they hosted a pop-up in New York City. Rhode also customized their own red Corvette in theme of the strawberry glaze lip tint. They used this to make content promoting the new arrival. They started marketing this campaign 8 days before the launch throughout all their digital channels, garnering 120,000 likes on Instagram just from the first post teasing the launch. The Rhode Skin community was on the edge of their seat waiting to see what product was being dropped. Throughout the next 8 days, they continued to build that hype with small hints of what's to come. When they finally launched, they went live on all avenues, including billboards in Times Square. This pop-up with Krispy Kreme was the cherry on top to get maximum exposure. They developed an event where customers were able to try the products, and then they used the content from that very event to remarket to customers on Instagram stories. This way they can show the world of Rhode what the community looks like and create a desire for this new product. Now, back to the original question. Hailey Bieber's beauty brand Rhode can't escape controversy, and their customers still stick beside them. But why? First, let's start with the controversial moments. A clothing brand sharing the same name Rhode was already in business for 9 years prior and filed a trademark infringement lawsuit over the name of their brand. A judge later ruled Hailey could continue using the name Rhode, but customers still stayed with the brand because Hailey already had a loyal fan base from her personal brand, and they trusted her, therefore they trusted her brand. That was a majority of her customer base, along with customers who trusted the influencers that recommended the brand. Due to customers having trust in the brand, they still continue to purchase even with this copy infringement lawsuit. From complaints on TikTok to bad YouTube reviews, customers were not happy with the quality of Rhode products. People started thinking that Rhode was just another celebrity brand not worth the hype. But customers were still swearing by Rhode, mainly because of what it meant to own Rhode. With many consumers caught up in influencer culture and most influencers having their aesthetic Rhode story post, having the product, even if it means you don't use it, is important because of what it says about who the customer is, the type of person they are, the type of lifestyle they live. The main product that Hailey is selling is the lifestyle of Rhode, the world of Rhode, as she said. With that being said, when customers do shop from a lifestyle brand, they're not always concerned about having the highest quality. Hence why the Rhode community still stuck by the brand. The infamous internet drama between Hailey and Selena has always been a controversial topic neither of the two have been able to escape. This has impacted how some may view Rhode as a brand, seeing as Hailey is the face and the founder of the company. But regardless of this drama, customers already infused Rhode into their lifestyle. And whatever this drama was, didn't change what buying into the world of Rhode meant. The Rhode community still very much wanted to be a part of that world. Hailey Bieber and the Rhode Skin team has built a cult-like following for their community with insanely creative marketing that truly resonates with their audience on an emotional level. Now, let's review all the elements to see Rhode's success formula. Starting with branding. Rhode's core values are clear, minimal yet still youthful and fun. These characteristics are what shape the branding across all communication channels they have with their audience. This also impacts their product strategy. Rhode's product-focused selling point is one of everything really good. They create one product for each step of your skincare routine. This approach solidifies their brand identity as minimal and creates consistency of who they are. This bleeds into their brand voice, visual identity, and overall personality. With visual consistency between their website, social media, and email marketing, this makes it easy for customers to identify and recognize the brand just by its branding. Rhode also had a really good idea on what would resonate with their community. By valuing various aspects of the market, including size, growth potential, trends, and more, they were able to make strategic decisions regarding product development, marketing, expansion opportunities, etc. By understanding the needs and preferences of their audience, they were able to align marketing efforts and product offerings to effectively cater to those customer segments, ultimately driving sales and profitability. Though we won't get into their SWOT analysis, I will say Rhode did find ways where their business could differentiate itself and gain competitive edge in the market. Their marketing. Without marketing, your community could feel underwhelmed and bored, and Rhode does a really good job keeping the lifestyle of the brand alive. Remember, they're selling the world of Rhode versus just your go-to skincare products. This drives all their marketing decisions. Which brings me over to strategy. The platforms you use to communicate with your community directly can correlate with your reach. Hence why Rhode uses every channel you can think of to connect with their audience. The core strategies and tactics directly aligns with their audience's needs. From branded behind the scenes like Hailey's YouTube on the making of Rhode to engaging with customers in real life at events, or even traditional billboards. Luckily for Rhode, their marketing budget can handle everything they need to reach the right audience, existing and new. It is also noted they do have specific focuses for each of their marketing channels that directly correlates to a stage of the conversion funnel. They have strong strategies for awareness, consideration, decision-making, etc. And remember, they have the marketing pockets to back it. Also wanted to note that their call to actions are very aligned with how their audience wants to be spoken to, and is brought back to their branding. Once again, youthful, playful, and minimal. Rhode's marketing has cultivated a community selling people the world of Rhode and what it means to be a part of it. Even with Hailey's celebrity status, it wasn't enough to sell the brand. They needed a tangible thing customers could relate to, which is why the world of Rhode led Hailey Bieber to build a cult following for Rhode Skin. Now, we all know marketing can be hard, especially for solopreneurs and small brands wearing a ton of hats. But DIY marketing doesn't have to suck. The marketing studio has resources from customizable templates to step-by-step workbooks, easy to follow and develop marketing tactics, even for beginners.